Hello YouTube, my name is Cedric, and today I'm here to share my experience about trying to purchase a Boer puppy from a breeder that goes by the name of Elite Boer Bulls. And the owner, Mr. Rui Novato. I'm here to share my experience on what happened, how it took place, and how this whole thing is one big scam. I have notes to the side of me that I've written down. So if you see me going to these notes, it's only for me to, make reference of all the emails that me and him had, because the last thing I want to do is put out false information about anybody. I'm gonna start from the top. On or around November the 14th, it's when I kind of started trying to look for a dog. And as I was looking, I came across Elite Boer Bulls on their YouTube channel. And I looked at a few videos and I liked it, a whole bunch of animals and dogs that he had on his page and that he was advertising. So I then went to his YouTube, his website. Upon going to his website, I started seeing his process about what it takes to actually get a dog. And the first thing you need to do is get on the waiting list. So I signed up for the waiting list, email address, name, yada, yada. Okay, later on that day, the owner, Mr. Rui, responds back to me about a special litter that he had. Then that was Tarzan, which is the male, and Luna, which is his female. I ended up replying the next day, letting them know that I was interested and a female puppy would be my preference. He then, same day, the 15th, sends me back a few videos and what I needed to do to get a puppy, which would be links to his reservation steps. Okay, I responded, of course. All right, I'll check it out. Now, I took some time to read over his reservation policy and watch a few more of his videos before I made a decision. So on approximately 2 days later, the 17th of November now, at 9, I make my decision and sign up through his order form on his website through a program called Link to actually put in my 580 euros, which transfers to like $605 a day, or US dollars. And I complete the form and I send the payment. He also sends me an email earlier about if I had any questions. I didn't respond until after I had put in my reservation fee. And of course, I reply with the questions. Simple stuff. Payment, questions on payment, questions on shipping, questions on temperament of his puppies, what diet, like slash food that he's feeding them, and what equipment is he using during his training. I mean, everything's going well now, so he responds and answers my questions. We're off to a good start at this point. Since I had paid my reservation fee and I read the policy, I was expecting pictures of the litter of dogs or pups, that he had, because that's what it states, that after you put in your reservation, that's what you get. So I then emailed Mr. Rui about what colors did he have available for the litter. Okay, Mr. Rui emailed me back pictures of 6-month-old puppies that were of a different breed. I want to say the name is Cannonbelly. That's the name of these dogs. puppies that are smaller. And I'm looking for dogs that were not Brindle colors. And if Brindle was the only thing that he had available, then I probably should be looking at boys, because I knew that Brindle was a color that I did not want. Mr. Rui then replies back to me and says, without a reservation, I have no options but the Campbelly dogs. And if I put in a reservation, then I needed to wait 2 to 3 months for any other options. Okay, so, this is the 18th. I had put in my reservation the 17th. So I replied with the proof of my reservation. And he replies back, that he got it. He confirmed that he did get it. And he shows me then Tarzan and Luna puppies, which were 3 that were left, and they were all Brindle boys. I replied to him is that, Brindle is something that I do not want. And also boys is really something that I do not want, especially if they're Brindle. He says, and I also tell him, hey, look, it's okay. We can wait 2 to 3 months until you get other colors. He replies to me, great, let's wait. Now, we want to take a break and a pause right here, because at this point, it's a lot of confusion going on, because I was thinking that, hey, once I filled out my paperwork for the reservation fee, I was thinking that you should have gotten it by now, and you should have known that I was already on the reservation list. So I stopped at that point and sent Mr. Rui another email. A lengthy story about who I am, that I'm married, how many kids I have, what's their ages, where I live, how many acres of land I'm on, what would the dog's purposes be, and why do I want this breed, what colors that I want, and all of these things. And I also even left him a phone number to call me, because he's in Portugal and I'm in the United States, just in case, just in case, just in case he needed to talk, so we didn't have this misunderstanding anymore. And now, these are the replies that I got from him. All right. Mr. Rui then responded to me, this the next day. Now we on the 19th of November. He responded to me, okay, great. We'll wait and stay tuned for the announcement. So we have already discussed that, hey, listen, you got the payment. He found it. And we already discussed that, hey, these Brindle puppies that you have left from this litter, I do not want, and I'm willing to wait. That's as I understand it up until the 19th. Now, since Mr. Rui had told me and informed me that, hey, look, I need to wait 2 to 3 months, I then sent him another email asking him, what would be the parents of this litter that I was waiting on. He replies back to me that same day with the 2 litters that he had planned. He responded and he had applied. Now, that was the 19th. I didn't speak to him again until the 21st. On the 21st, Mr. Rui then sends me another email showing me again the same 6-month-old Campbelly breed of dogs, letting me know that they're for sale. I reply to him again, no thanks. Then he again, the next day, which is the 22nd, shows me pictures again of the 3 males that are left over from the Tarzan Luna breed that I had already stated I did not want. Now fast forward to November 24th. November 24th, Mr. Rui then texts me about a Black Friday offer that he had. Black Friday offer of the same Campbelly 6-month-old puppies, stating that he's feeling good, He's drinking champagne, and he was putting these dogs on sale for the first time ever in his kennel. He sends me photos also of the 3 Brundle puppies and said that they're on sale. And the sale was to last over the weekend, and I had to Monday to make up my mind. And he was taking 400 euros off. I do not reply to anything dealing with the sale because at this point, I feel as if I have already told you exactly what I wanted. All right. So we didn't speak again, or he didn't email me again until the 27th. He emailed me again on the 27th telling me, hey, look, this is the last chance to own one of these dogs for this Black Friday deal. I still do not comply or reply. Now, we didn't speak again until the 29th of November. On the 29th of November, Mr. Rui then sends me a picture of yet another dog, 6 months old, Breno. I then respond to him and tell him no thanks. The next day, he emails me again with the same 3 Bruno puppies that are left over from the Tarzan Luna breed. So this time I reply to Mr. Rui, hey, look, with some more serious questions. I asked him, can he provide the pedigree for the dogs that he has lined up for breeding 3 generations back? And I also asked him, who is his veterinarian that he sends the puppies to get checked? And then I state five criteria items that I needed to have for us to move forward. Number 1, no Brundle puppies at all. I was interested in no Brundle puppies. Number 2, I wanted the female, so really no males. Number 3, I do not want a dog that's over 12 weeks of age. Number 4 was like the temperament and so on. Okay, Mr. Rui applies back to me. He answers my question about the pedigree, and he states that most of his dogs are online. He actually gets a little smart, and it's like it's simple. Go to Burble.com, kind of sarcastically. And he then tells me that he is his own vet. Or his vet is in-house, work for him, and then anything that needs to go on with the vet, his vet is the ones that talks directly to the shipping company. Then he also tells me that one of the dogs that he has lines up for the breeding is too young, so her paperwork is not there online to be seen. Before I can reply to any of this stuff that he's telling me, I then get another email from Mr. Rui that says he can't find my reservation fee. When did I send it? So I replied to him with receipts the same day. We had November 30th now. I replied to him again with the same receipts that we've been had that shows that this payment has been in his possession since November 17th. I don't get a response. The next day, which is now December 1st, I emailed Mr. Rui and asked him, has he located the payment? He replies back to me with a fake document that says he did not receive the payment.
First pause, you can show it to
At this point, we paused because we have serious reasons for concern. Me and my wife stopped, and instead of engaging Mr. Rui any further, we called the bank. My wife calls the bank. When she's on the phone with the bank, she's explaining to the bank of what's going on. The bank assures her that he did receive the funds, and that at this point, the activity that's dealing with Mr. Rui and Elite Borbos seems very fraudulent to them, and they advise her to put in a claim and let's start a process about getting a refund. So I then send Mr. Rui another email stating to him you have to understand before I show you this, we were told that he didn't have any puppies, that we needed to wait 2 to 3 months for puppies. This whole process has been going on for 2 weeks. All of a sudden, he has 3 different puppies that I have never seen. He has never showed me that are already looks to be, in my opinion, 4 to 5 weeks of age. And he's saying they're off of the little Fluky, which is the litter that I'm waiting on.
You can scroll up too and let them see the other ones. Here you go. Show him the little girl that you never seen, the one he said that he might have had available.
This is the claim. I want y'all to know throughout this process, while we was on the phone with the bank, he started sending more and more stuff. He sent me also another photo. Be patient, bear with me. Where is it?
Should be in promotions.
All right, throughout the process, when we were talking with the bank, he also showed us pictures of the same 3 Brennels puppies, but this time with a new puppy that we had never seen before until now. All right. A Brennel puppy that I had already seen. We seen this Brennel puppy already, been showing. We're gonna scroll up. I can't see. All right. It's a Brennel puppy that I had already seen. That's a Brennel puppy that we seen. And here's a female fawn puppy that is from the Tarzan Luna breeding that we did not see and that he said was not available until now. This is after
we told him that he received the payment.
Right. This is after he said that he didn't receive the payment, and we told him that he did receive the payment, and all this process and all the mess got started. Now he started showing us puppies that were more, you know, what we was asking for.
Right.
You know, so in closing, only thing I'm really trying to say is that Elite Borbos and the owner of it, Mr. Rui, has no intentions, from what I have seen, on actually selling you a purebred dog, purebred Borboro. Even these puppies that he are selling, from the standard and what everything I have learned about Borboros, seem to be mixed breed dogs. Nothing seems to be purebred. When we asked about pedigrees and a veterinarian, we were hit with, hey, where's your payment? I can't find your payment. Before all of this, we were study being showed dogs that did not line up with what he said that he was advertising and selling. We're here today. I'm here today to let you know that Elite Borbos is running a scam. You're being antagonized and saying frustrating things because he has your money just so he can get conflict started. So he can end up running off with your reservation fee or accepting the dog that's not what he is advertising. Clearly in his reservation steps in his procedure. He states on his video, on his website, that when you put in a reservation, you will be getting a dog from 12 to 16 weeks old, more or less. So you can get the dog in 10 weeks. You can get the dog in 12 weeks. But instead of showing us puppies, which his reservation process states he should do, he shows us 6-month-old dogs that are not what we are inquiring about, after multiple times of us telling him exactly what we were looking for in the dogs. This video is being made to let everybody know that these people are running a scam. I also, so you know, was trying to warn people on YouTube, under his shorts, under his videos, that he's running a scam. But my comments were being deleted immediately. So what I did was I made the comment and I had to screenshot it before it was deleted. And I'm gonna show y'all, because you can go back and see yourself. If you go to his website, you'll be able to go back and see that I did in fact send these messages. So if they're not there, it's because he's deleting them. He has my number and he has access to, challenge me if these reviews are fake. He does not. He instead deletes them. This is one. I have a detailed review on throughout this process. Towards the end, once we found out that we were being scammed, we actually finally, and that's our fault, but we actually finally took our time and started looking more thoroughly at the reviews that he did have. Once we started looking at them, we started finding out that the people who do have dogs from him are either paid or they run their kennel. They have a kennel out there, and he's from Portugal. They have a kennel in Portugal themselves. None of these reviews are real, or there are people who haven't did any business with them. The reviews are, hey, listen, I think that they're nice people, but nobody put a deposit down. You have these type of reviews going on. Upon looking, we also seen, we just want to warn everybody, anybody, especially if you're not in Portugal, where his business is located. If you're buying a dog to be shipped anywhere dealing with this guy, you probably will not get a dog or your money, because he's going to play games to antagonize you so you can get upset, so he can try to keep your reservation fee, or he's only going to send you dogs that he no longer wants in his own kennel. Yes, he does have Boerboels, but they look to me to be taken for his friends and family members in him. I don't want to say that anybody else is running a scam, but there are other dogs that are in his program. That Elite Boerboels is most definitely a scam.